me right now in the DM. They going off in my DM. Boosie, you gonna be part of the community with us? Nah, bro. I just feel like, they mad because the truth hurts, I come up under Tecmo Bowl. I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted. A game that sold to billions of little boys. What kind of message are they sending to these little boys? I never thought in a million years I would see this. As parents, how much do they have to do for us to say that's not right? Us daddies gotta go tell these boys that we got raising them to be men. That's wrong, son. That's for women. And not just daddies. These mothers, single mothers who raising boys to be men. You have to tell your son that's not right. Next is gonna be lipstick on the covers, thongs. Is that enough? Man hiking the ball with a John Madden turning over in his grave. It's a sad day for Madden.
Nowadays, we have so many different examples of players expressing themselves by way of fashion, tattoos, hairstyles. It's not for me to say, who the hell does Caleb Williams think he is, more so than just respecting it. Times have changed. Anybody that's over the age of 30, we have to walk in a world where certain things that we thought was not cool or uncool is completely different now. These kids are doing things that we would have never done. It was Jay-Z, one of his tracks off of 444, like, let's stop acting like Tupac can have a nose ring too.
Players that have been known to paint their nails: Jordan Clarkson, Tristan Cassis, Dennis Rodman, Jalen Green, Jared McCain, also Dwayne Wade.
It's the whole evolution of what a person is bringing to the game, and you got to respect it. You may not understand it, and I would challenge anybody, if you don't understand it, ask the question, like, what are you doing? Because the story behind it may be enlightening, from somebody not wanting to bite their nails to their mom being a beautician or doing nails themselves. So it's not just weird, it's a message behind it, and I appreciate it.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as I was scrolling down the timeline today. I see Cam Newton decide to weigh in on the conversation that Boosie kicked off, even though I didn't hear him say Boosie name in his clip, and I didn't go research to see his whole concept and break down on this topic right here when it comes to Caleb Williams getting the Madden cover and them choosing to zoom in where he is promoting, highlighting, glorifying, and magnifying his fingernails being painted as he wore them in the draft as well. This is what he does, but them putting it on the Madden cover is most definitely a symbolic expression. Boosie, only one I seen speak out on it that caught the blogs and caught the news, so Cam Newton is really responding to him right there, even though he didn't say his name. And like I say, I didn't watch the full. I don't need to hear any more of this because I stand 1,000% with Boosie. It ain't no negotiation. It ain't no understanding. It ain't no planning. It ain't let's come to a common ground. Ain't no agree to disagree. I'm 1,000% against that being marketed and promoted to an audience of kids and men not being able to say that ain't right. You have a right, if you feel that it's right, to say, okay, well, this is my thoughts on it. This is what I want to do. That's cool. And then you don't have to respect it or like it if a man says he don't agree with it and he gonna tell his son that that's for women. And it's crazy when I hear dudes explain this like Cam Newton did right there, because he answered his own question, and I don't think he would in any of these guys when he gave the example. Well, you got to ask them why. Maybe their mom was a beautician. And I say, so now we're going to tell the boys, do what your mama do what the woman who was raising you do. So take after your mama trait. Your mama a beautician and she's painting nails or she was a nail tech. So you go out here and be a nail tech yourself. No, sir, bro. Let's keep this all the way 1,000 on what we got going on now. Your right is your right. Your choice is your choice. I also see Marcellus Wiley jump out there on this and defend it like, oh, what's the big deal, and talked in circles and all this other stuff. Then turned it into some, because Boosie said something about the locker room and like, man, they had to get at you in the locker room. He's like, oh, man, we'll see you like the try. I'm like, hey, bro, ain't nobody worried about none of this stuff y'all talking about, fam. I don't know if y'all feeling like y'all gonna alienate or have some of y'all audience or people around y'all be offended by you telling how you feel, but there's people out here who gonna say the real. Boosie is correct with this. Let me break it down for you more. When it comes to the NFL and the NBA, because he's talked about this for years, he's always stood on it, and I covered it. Rappers, athletes, entertainers, people of this time, because of the fact we know that it's being presented, highlighted and normalized and promoted directly to the kids these days. Back in the day, it didn't work like that as much. Kids always got influenced and grabbed and picked up on stuff here and there. But now it's a time where we're going to market this. We're going to sell this. Jared McCain got a Sally Hansen fingernail polish deal. And the thing is, when you make it to the professional league, they tell you you are a representation of our shield. In the NFL, in the NBA, you're a representation of the logo. And they say that in the form of, we want you to be seen as a role model. They market that to kids. This is a family-friendly place that we want the kids to feel welcome. That's why you get canceled for you get fined for cursing, saying certain things, doing some things that don't even go down on the court. They will fine you for it because they want you to be on your best behavior. They want you to go to camps and work directly with the kids, meaning they want you to influence the kids because that's how they get more money. So these guys, the way that they zooming in on this is saying influence these kids, no matter if you like it or not. And that's the point that we're making, because would you want your son to wake up and say, hey, daddy, I want to paint my fingernails? Are you going to say, you know what, son, that's cool. I'm going to send you to school and let you go ahead and paint your fingernails like the little girls do? Come on, dog. Why you can't just say, I don't agree with that? A man got a choice and a right to do that. If that's what he wants to do when he gets older, that's your choice. That's your body. Do what you want to do. But we talking about this being marketed to these kids and stuff at this time, bro. That's all this stuff is. Y'all trying to like create this idea that this is cool. Y'all want them to be seen as role models and influences in the NBA, because y'all gonna compare it to what rappers are doing. Rappers are not promoted as role models. Their music is not seen as, I need to be like this guy in a person, shape, or form, or he will get fined by his record label because he did something bad or he said something that he wasn't supposed to say. No, they do what they want to do in them type of situations. They got to worry about staying out of jail and staying free with the law. That's it. It's not marketed as hey, this is for kids. Do kids get it? Do kids buy it? Do kids go to the concerts? Yes, but it's supposed to be parental advisory on that also. Now, true, ultimately, you're not supposed to be looking at no other walk or form in human life as a parent, as your kid's role model. That's on your job. That's your job. Your kids is not supposed to look up and try to mimic what an athlete, a superstar, an entertainer, or anybody do, because some of them are role models and leaders. A lot of them ain't. That's true also. But we can't act like we don't see this agenda being pushed as of late on us in our community, dog. They've already pushed the division between the man and women in our community forever. It's got worse and worse. Well, women don't even see us as one no more. Let's keep this all the way 100. Now y'all trying to role reverse and role switch when we know what this is, dog. But y'all keep doing what y'all want to do. I'm calling it out. I stand firm with Boosie on this specific topic right here. They marketed in that. They zoomed in on it for a reason. It is what it is. I don't care what none of them got to say. That's because they don't want to offend their audience, or they looking at it like, hey, man, it don't bother me. Cool. If it don't bother you, you can be quiet about it then. Don't try to come over here and defend it and tell somebody else how to feel. Because if man, come on, bro. My little nephew or somebody come through, hey, bro, I want to paint my fingernail polish. You think I'm finna tell him, yeah, boy, let's go down there and get you some so you can paint your nails? How does that even sound, bro? Men are men for a reason. Women are women for a reason. Boys is boys for a reason. Girls is girls for a reason. All y'all doing is saying, open up your mindset to keep the doors open. Tupac had nose rings and did other things for sure. But in the mindset and the way that he presented himself, Tupac was always masculine, bro. Let's keep it all the way 100. He went out being masculine. Dennis Rodman did what he did, but everybody put Dennis Rodman on weirdo time at that time. Let's keep it all the way 100. Still, he wasn't being marketed and presented to the kids that they should move like this. We looked at him as a wild character. He was a one of one in the league. Now they're normalizing it everywhere, just keeping it all the way 1,000, and they getting paid to do it. Who's behind the scenes really pushing this? Man, tell me what y'all think. We got more coming. I stand on this at all times, man. For shit show 1,000, tap into the Urban Politics TV Patreon on the website or the app. I got more stuff dropping on this. And it's a few other topics. I got them coming. I know y'all waiting on it. It's a lot of other stuff on there for y'all by choice, not by force. $5 a month. Exclusive stuff that you can't get on the website on the app right here on YouTube that I'm just covering other topics on. That's on y'all if y'all want to get to it. Y'all know how we coming. Stay on your pivot. Appreciate y'all support.